Ryan Muhammad. Today I'm going to be talking about an artist that I consider important, Banksy. Well, there are three main reasons that I consider Banksy important, these three being his rise to prominence through anonymity and his powerful messages in his artwork, two being his recent remarks on immigration, and three being some remarks on homosexuality that I do find important. And there was only through recent events that I gained an admiration for what Banksy does and the things he says to the public. So I hope after hearing my speech you guys know a little bit more about Banksy, or at least interested. So moving forward, Banksy is, if you already don't know about Banksy, Banksy is an anonymous graffiti artist who hails from Bristol in the UK. And basically he uses his art style and his politically oriented artwork to send messages to the public using his graffiti. So, but it wasn't until Banksy moved to London where he started to hone his ideas and his political ideas and start to actually send attacks to companies, such as there is a mural of this little girl with raising a flag outside the corner of a pharmacy, and the flag is branded Tesco, and I just believe that shows how dominant some companies strive to be. And BBC states in the article, "How did Banksy become the world's most famous vandal?" that while in London, Banksy honed his political ideas, particularly his views on corporate greed. Banksy's work appeared in clever public occasions and attacked brands from Tesco to Nike. But moving forward from the past to the current events, I believe that this event has significant meaning during our time, and it specifically, Banksy uses his artwork to pose questions to us and raise awareness. So he uses one piece of Steve Jobs with a bag on his back outside of a refugee camp in France. And I believe this is important because it demonstrates that a citizen, that an immigrant has as much potential as a citizen if given the chance. And the New York Times goes on to state in the article, Banksy's newest work makes a point about immigration, that we're often led to believe migration is a drain on the country's resources. Apple is the world's most profitable company. It pays over $7 billion a year in taxes, and it only exists because they allowed in a young man from Homs. But moving forward, not only does Banksy impose questions to us, he actually introduces us to uncomfortable truths, such as a couple of murals of two policemen kissing in London. And I believe this piece of artwork is important because it demonstrates that even our conceptions of masculinity and authority, even these can love in a way that many of us view as taboo. And I just believe this is an important piece of artwork because it really does ask the viewer to consider the realness of homosexuality. And in the book, Art Education in Volume 62, number 4, Sheng Quan Cheng, he goes on to say, the representation of policemen forces pedestrians to revisit their conceptions of homosexuality and masculinity and to confront the issue of homophobia. But yeah, restating everything, I just believe Banksy is important because of how he rose to prominence through powerful messages and anonymity, and his remarks on immigration, a topic that's pretty important today, and homosexuality, another topic that's pretty important contemporarily. But I hope after hearing this, you guys are more informed on who Banksy is, what he does, and why he does the things he does. And I just want to say thank you guys for listening.